The physical entry phase of a burglary typically takes under 60 seconds, while the entire event averages 8 to 12 minutes total. So what does a live video monitoring response actually look like when every second matters? I'm Oli, and let me show you what exactly happens when an alarm is triggered. Let's head to the template. Example, you have a retail shop, and someone breaks in. First thing, the video monitoring company will receive an alarm, and then the operator will have access to a replay of the intrusion and live video monitoring to make sure it's not a false alarm. And once the context is assessed, the operator will start the site protocol and stay connected until it's resolved. Here's an example of the protocol. It varies depending on the site, but this is the most common one. First off, the operator will start with a voice intervention. And if the person doesn't seem to respond, there will be a second voice intervention. If the person keeps going, we will contact the site owner. It can be a phone call, just an email, or even a phone message. And really often we don't wait for an answer, depending on the details on the procedure. And if the problem is not resolved, we can dispatch guard or even authorities if needed, because with a video showing the intrusion, it's enough to call the authorities. And once everything is resolved, you will have a detailed report with the replay of the intrusion, the audit trail, a detailed incident report, and even GPS location if you have different sites. I mean, even if you don't have different sites, you will know exactly where it is. So if you have to compare between having only an alarm or a video monitoring service, it's a lot about the time, because as you can see here, it takes only 60 seconds for a burglar to physically break in, and it takes 8 to 12 minutes for the whole duration of the burglary. So we basically have a little bit more than 8 to 12 minutes to make sure a guard or a police intervene. And as you can see here, with a video monitoring service, it will take approximately 8 minutes for someone to arrive compared to 30 to 60 minutes when you don't have a video monitoring service. The reason is, since you will have someone verifying the alert with a video footage, the priority for the authorities will be high enough for them to dispatch immediately. And if it's only an alarm, it won't be high enough in the priorities to actually come in time before the burglar leaves. There's also a service of real-time reporting, which is, once the alarm is verified, you will have a link with all the details and you can take actions yourself. Let's go back to the retail store example. So if you know that your employee is supposed to go back to the shop at a certain hour to pick up something, you can just cancel the dispatch because you know it's not a real threat. And on the opposite side, you can also dispatch the authorities faster yourself. So if you want control of everything, incident code will probably pique your interest. So here's a little conclusion on why the full process matters. So with a remote video monitoring, you'll have less false alarms and fines from false alarms because you would have an operator verifying every incident. And since you have also video footage, you would have a better police cooperation and you will be higher in their priority level, which means quicker dispatch. And you would also have evidence for the investigation if it goes farther, like courts or insurers. And also client trust, which is transparency between you and the monitoring service, your clients, and also the people using your site. That's it for video surveillance monitoring service. And if you have any more questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.